I don't know really where to start. I think that I said on the radio we have to play better, and hopefully we will. I give DePaul a lot of credit. They were a tenacious team. They were ready to go. They were hungry. They played extremely hard. Max Strus, as good as I thought he was on tape, he was even better in person. Justin Roberts, had the game of his young career, but we were able to flip something with about 16 minutes left in the game, and our energy increased dramatically. I thought our crowd was as good as it's been all year, and that's saying something because we've had some phenomenal crowds. We're so blessed to be at this program that has such a passionate fan base, and honestly feel like they don't want to lose the game worse than our players sometimes. So I'm thanking them, and hopefully we can be better earlier. To have 12 turnovers or whatever it was in the first half and then 2 in the second, there's just not a focus there that needs to be if we want to be a team I think that we're capable of.
Chris, maybe this is part of the focus that you're talking about, but when the guys shoot 28% in the first half, are you thinking or at least hoping you're going to revert to form at some point and shoot the ball the way you know you're capable of?
I think when you don't take good shots, your percentage is going to be very accurate, indicative of the shots that you take. So we took 16 threes in the first half out of 32 total shots, which, as I told our team, I don't care if we take 32 threes in the first half, but they better be well earned. Ball goes in, kicked out, driven, trying to put hand checks on the opponent, trying to go into Ty, Sean, Karam, get their big stretched out on ball screens, and then whatever shots produced is produced. But we were taking ill-advised shots. Guys didn't necessarily look like they understood their roles for us to be an efficient offensive team. And we have to become a more mature unit so that we don't have starts like that, and we don't have to get it going halfway through the game. Mature, really good teams, they don't do that. And I say that with all due respect to DePaul. I don't want anyone, that listens to this to think that we didn't have the full attention of DePaul. They've played every team that they've lost to extremely tough. 1 possession, 2 possession games with 5-6 minutes left. And I think just overhearing Dave talk before, they've changed their culture, but it's a tough deal to all of a sudden now, in the last 2 or 3 minutes when their team hasn't been in those positions before, seal the deal. But I think if our team were ready to play, we'd have gone to the locker room maybe down 2 or 4 instead of 8 and looking like the Bad News Bears on offense.
What do you think the 1-3-1 did to DePaul down the stretch once you switched to that?
Well, it hurt them. They weren't very good against it. They turned the ball over quite a bit. I thought they looked tentative. We certainly got some easy runouts that we weren't able to get out of man-to-man. So, it was certainly good. It raised our energy level. I thought right before we flipped to the 1-3-1 in the second half, I thought our energy level man-to-man was really good too. And we got down to 8 or 10-point game without the 1-3-1. So it was just a complete flip of sort of our mindset, in my opinion, that finally got us to play the way that we need to play in order to be a good defensive team.
The guys said they weren't ready from the start, kind of attributing the slow start to not being ready. Do you think Trey coming off the bench had any effect on that, just with the continuity of the starting lineup?
I think there's a lot of things that probably contribute to it. You come late to shoot around. It's a problem when you're a senior. You can't do that. He knows better, but there's no excuse. You got other guys on the team that. You got scholarships here, and why can't their energy level, be what it needs to be from the start? So hopefully it's a blip in the radar, and we become a much more ready-to-play team.
JP seemed like he was ready from the start, scored the first 7 points. He had blocks, assists, steals. He was all over the place. What was your assessment of his play today?
Thought he played great. Thought he played hard. You pretty much know what you're going to get. Sometimes he takes too many chances, and it's my job to sort of rein him in and, coach him up, but I think he can't be the only one. I mean, you know, he may be the kindling, but we need some other pieces of wood that catch fire and have a little energy and passion to start the game too. It is, as a senior, it's his team, it's Trey's team, it's Karam and Sean's team, and they all have to pitch in to make sure everybody's ready to go.
Coach, it seemed like things really turned when you got the technical. It looked like you were trying to draw up what the ref maybe had missed on your whiteboard. Was that what was happening there?
Yes.
Have you ever done that before?
No, he told me not to, so I had to try to explain it. I mean, I don't know. I lost my mind for a second, but you know, I got to be better than that. You know, I lost my mind for a second. Just ran out there. You know, you can't inbound to a guy that's out of bounds and stepping in, and you know, I don't miss a lot of calls, so.
You've had a couple of games recently here at Cintas where, you know, the 22-point deficit, you came back and won. You have the 16-point deficit today. Is this any kind of trend you're concerned about, or what does it say about your team? Anything at all?
I wouldn't say concerned about the trend. You know, I just want our team to be ready to go. If we're ready to go and we get down 10 points, you know, we get down 10. But half our shots were threes. We had 12 turnovers. We just, I don't think we were ready to play. Let's try to be as honest as I can with our team. Appreciate all the happy birthday wishes. I feel like you've ever seen the movie The Fugitive, when the one-armed man is walking back into his home, and everybody keeps saying hello to him, and I don't know the guy's name, but he said, yeah, one big happy family reunion around here. So it seemed the same way as I was walking around the Cintas, everybody saying happy birthday to me. So on behalf of myself, thank you to all those people that wished me a happy birthday. One more candle, 48.